Hello, everybody. My name is Tyler, and welcome to the podcast where the points don't matter. And I need better ways to introduce the the cast. If you're new here, we answer questions, and you get to learn a little bit more about me. And eventually, we'll have a situation where it'll be three people on a podcast talking about topics, and whoever wins, we make points, and we have rotating cast of hosts eventually. I want to do that, but right now it's just me and whatever the internet has in store. I've been doing pretty good. We went to Portland just yesterday. It was fun. I We are preparing for a wedding. That's in August, and that's gonna be fun. We have a wedding in August and November, and I'm really excited to go. So later today, I should be able to see one of the weddings men and like help fund his honeymoon. He's selling some things to help fund the honeymoon. He has something. I want it. It helps him, and I get something out of it. Like I'm buying his real grade Exia Gundam model, and I do want to have like a stream where there's another camera that is looking down at me building models. I want to have like streams where I can just build models and just have fun with it. It would be fun for me. I think just being able to just like build uh, items would be fun. Like it's creative, it's stress relieving, and I think it's fun to just do. What is this notification? Uh, hmm. Okay. And so yeah, sorry, I had to clear a notification. We're doing some Reddit today. I don't know how many Reddit reactions I'll do, but I went on to the "Am I the a hole" subreddit because I like conversation, and depending on how people feel about certain subjects, I want to see my own input, and I've got a couple like up, so we'll see what happens. I don't know how long this will take, but I'm gonna like read through this and see if this person is the a hole because it's it really hits me. It attracted me, and I wanted to learn more. So this post is: Am I the a hole for telling my friend that his wife was right to leave him after he lost his job? Uh, and again, like without context, couples should have their own reasons to leave each other or stay together. So anything that I may make the opinion of is, again, my opinion. However, I'm not at the place to tell them personally because I don't know them. All breakups have context, and it looks like it is a financial reason. So if someone's not pulling the weight in a relationship, or if things can't work out despite things, that is up to the couple to decide if they should leave, or if it's unhealthy to hold on, or is it healthier to just let go despite trying your best. It's really contextual, and for this scenario, it reads that, for the record, Mark and his friend are a couple of uh, of of the poster. About half a year ago, Mark lost his job and hasn't been able to find a new one until about a month ago. And this was posted 10 hours ago. Okay. And I get the impression that this job is not as lucrative as his previous job. Who can say? About 3 months ago, his wife left him. They have kids. And we went out drinking. He started by complaining about his wife was terrible because she left him because he was unemployed. Except he knows. Let's call him Leon, because like his by user Laylaugh, and we'll see what your opinion is, Layla. Okay, so Leo knows his wife wanted him to stop looking for FT jobs. What's an FT job actually? What's financial time? What is a full time? What? looking for a full time. Stop looking for look. The wife wanted him to stop looking for full time jobs, and only look for jobs that he can do from home, because they kept they because they're keeping their 2 year old from daycare to save money. Now I don't know when it comes to like kids because I don't have any, but if I had like a 2 year old, um, if I were to start a family, I want to have a family situation where either we can shuffle our schedules to like keep an eye on the baby at the same time, or if there's family within like half an hour or like within the area, ask your family to help, ask your friends to help, because already by reading the fact that she wants him to not look for full-time jobs just so that um, they can take care of the baby better. I can understand where taking the care of the baby is priority, but for him to stop looking for full-time jobs is almost hard in this economy, just because if you want him to do at-home jobs or part-time jobs, having a baby with you, taking care of a baby with you, taking care of the baby while doing a at-home job may cause like more distractions. You may not be able to do your deadlines or have things done from home if you're also juggling the baby. But if you're at home to keep an eye on them, then maybe sometimes the daycare is a justifiable expense. Hard to say. I don't know what their expenses are, and it doesn't say what the wife does for income because he lost his job for whatever reason, and that sucks. But it doesn't say like what the wife is doing during what the wife is doing as well. So I told him no, his wife's probably left him because he hasn't been doing his fair share in the house. She's been making jokes how about him living like a teenager until he has to pick up the kids at 4. He then takes care of them until moms come home or when they go to bed. Until the kids go to bed. Okay, so let's see. So it looks like let me read that again. She's making jokes for ages about him living poorly. So again, it really depends on if the guy's messy. You can be messy to a fault as long as it's very like organized. You can be organized messy. I can understand being messy and being organized about it until he picks up the kids at 4 from school. He then takes care of them until mom comes home or when the kids go to bed. I also know that she's been wanting to get rid of the cleaner. She's been wanting to get rid of their cleaner until he finds a job. Girlfriend and I don't have cleaner, so apparently they have enough disposable income to get a cleaner to clean the house while parents are busy and kids are being kids. So it looks like they have enough income to have a cleaner, but why don't they have like income to have resources to help take care of the kids? Hard to say. He says no. She just lost respect for him because he wasn't bringing any money, and the rest was an excuse. Like, because he wasn't bringing money, but of course, like he was let go from his job, and he was having a hard time looking for a job. So it just looks like the wife had to work even harder and like stretch the dollar while he was looking for income. And sure, and for him to live like a teenager has nothing to do with like, it's really weird. She lost respect for him because he wasn't bringing any money, and the rest was an excuse. Like, okay, girlfriend thinks Leon was the a-hole for getting involved, and we really don't know the details. The friends are split. Some say it's true. Women always leave men when they stop providing, and I won't understand because I'm a guy. Other think I was right, but shouldn't have gotten involved and ruined the night. Well, it's a big issue because as we look into this conversation, it's a really tough situation where like I don't. So to be fair, Leon or Laylaugh, and I think I'll post this. I'll post this Reddit link in the description down below. But I don't think he's the a hole for getting involved because he's concerned for his friend. Because like him, Leaf, Lay, him, the girlfriend, Mark, and friends went out drinking, so they're friends. You're a good friend if you want to get involved because you want your friend to be happy, but also let's get notes because it's a really funny situation just by like those details alone. Um, because it's not his fault. Because regardless of your preference, like the fact that women leave men or men leave women really depends on context, whether or not they are both happy in that situation, or if it's really true that she has a spending problem or he has a spending problem, or because it's really tough for someone to just like get a job almost immediately after getting let go. So he's not. Ultimately, you're not the a hole for getting involved. Wait, but you said his wife was right for leaving him. But okay, so you are the a hole for thinking that thought, just because like it's ultimately you might be the a hole at the moment for telling your friend that the wife was right for just leaving uh for leaving him. Mark did nothing. I mean, to be fair, Mark in this story did nothing wrong because he was sure it took him 3 months to find a job, and he took a month until about a month ago. Cause about a year ago he lost his job. Okay, about a year he lost his job. He hasn't been able to find a job. He wasn't able to find a job until this year. So okay, maybe it's tough to say. Mark might be the a hole for not finding a job as soon as he can, because they have babies, they have kids. So as a father, you should try to find a job as quickly as you can. Um, but if there's a particular reason why he hasn't been able to find a job, it's hard to say because as much as as hard as it is for people to get a job, I think Mark is the a hole for taking a year to just look for a job. So it's not the poster's fault. Um, Lee Fall's fault for being the being the a hole because he took so long to get a job. So maybe the wife is right for leaving him because of the context of what the guy provided. Because he said a year ago it took a year for him to get a job. It's it's not his fault. I don't think. If anything else, for the wife to leave him because he hasn't found a job for a year, sure, he's not the a hole. However, um, the wife wanted him to stop looking for full time jobs, so both couples are in the wrong because because for the guy to know that for the guy to know that Mark's wife wanted him to stop looking for full times, you need a full time job like in this economy. Like you can't live off of like um, part time jobs, and some at home jobs don't provide as well. So I don't know what their expenses are, but again, if you can't figure out your expenses while raising two kids, that's on the couple's fault for separating because they can't provide for the family. So it's really tough to say. I don't know. Let's look at some of the comments because again the friend group is really toxic already because at the end of the post it said um, ultimately by saying it's true women always leave men when they stop providing and he wouldn't understand because he's gay. That's I can't wrap my head around that like reality because you don't understand because you're gay is that's a terrible friend group first and foremost. Who are these people? Jeez. Let me see if there's any like other comments about these two parts made me think they're a holes just in general. Um, good friends would call out on good friends would call out on like poor comments or like, yo, you have not looked for a job in a year. You couldn't find a job for a year, but like I don't know why. But if you couldn't, unless it's a health reason or it's a regional reason, it's your fault for not finding a job and not being like looking around. Even there as like fast food jobs are very, I've heard you can get jobs at like fast foods or grocery stores. For me, when I moved out, I almost immediately was able to get a job like at Target when I first moved out. On top of me having a part time job, so for me at the time that I moved out, I had to like scramble and find a job as soon as I had a place. And I was lucky enough that the place that I was like living in, they started rent off as very low, and it incremented because of like my situation. They incremented me every month to like pay rent for the room for about $500, $600. I don't remember, but I was still motivated to just like look for a job so I can like live properly, to have expenses, to have things taken care of. And for him to take a year to like look for a job since losing his job, that's on him. I don't know. If Mark wasn't already being a poor form about it, and especially if he's blasting his ex, I can see the point, them pointing out her side. They didn't just interact themselves into the problem. Mark dragged them in by complaining to them. So it's Mark's being the a-hole. Um, yeah. So like this comment mentioned, if Mark was already complaining about it, and especially if he's blasting his ex, who is also their friend, I could see them pointing out her side uh, where the complaints, and one of the complaints I saw was like, what, um, stop. But I don't understand why she wanted him to stop looking for full time jobs. I don't know if FT means full time, but yeah, that's just really weird. Because like it sounds like because it does sound like Mark brought up the topic and called his ex poor called ex called, slurring about his ex, and the fact that the ex is the friend. I would stand up for like, hey, don't call my friend that's like poor form. He shouldn't have started talking bad about her around their mutual friends during the hangout. They should have told him it wasn't the time or place, and not to discuss his wife if she wasn't there to defend herself. Okay, so Beyond Bliss mentioned I could see maybe making one comment because you should be able to call your friend out on their BS, but the poster went too far for too long at the wrong time. Yeah, it's just like if you Mark invited like this conversation, so it's Mark's fault for bringing a topic that's toxic among mutual friends. I don't know, but what do you guys think? This is the first of several Reddit reacts. Hard to say, but I want to see what your thoughts were. Like I feel like Mark is the a hole, and I feel like the poster is also the a hole for writing the sentence that because they're gay, um, they say it's no the lines the line is the friends are split. Some say it's true. Women always leave men when they stop providing, which again not true, and I wouldn't understand because I'm gay. The, the friends the friends are a holes, and I don't care if you're gay, bi, transgender. You have the perspective of like a couple between if the relationship between two people is having an issue, they're having an issue. It doesn't matter about your sexual orientation. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. And yeah, um, sorry. There's also a podcast as well. So go to YouTube. Tell me in the comments what your thoughts are on who is who's in the wrong. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, my name is Tyler. I'm your friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.